What poppin', my lyrical heads? It's another episode of Lyrical Minds. My name is Eves, and today I get the pleasure and the opportunity to interview the founder of 312, Chicago native, Jefe312. What's poppin', my guy?
That's good, bro. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm a little tired, but you know what I'm saying? I got you on, so my energy is high. How
Yes,
about
sir.
you?
Yes, sir.
How you feeling?
I'm all good, man. I'm here to match up with you, man. I'm excited. I'm super excited.
That's
I,
that's good
I've
to
been
hear.
following you for a minute now, so thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the support and love. I truly do. So, how about you tell the people a little bit about yourself and who you are?
Yeah, I'm Hefe312. I'm a rapper from Chicago. I'm about to be 26 next week. Got a birthday
Ooh,
coming up.
happy
But
early
yeah,
birthday, bro.
thank you. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I've been rapping for a minute. I'm the founder of this collective called Section 312. It's a music-based collective based out of Chicago. It's really just a family, man.
That's what's
I
up.
love music, love all types of music, but I rap and can we curse on here? We can curse
Yeah,
on
yeah,
here,
yeah. Go ahead.
right? Okay. And I'll be rapping my ass off. So yeah, that's me.
All right. How did Section 312 even come about? How did that start? What's the genesis of it?
Well, when I decided I was gonna start rapping with one of my good college friends, Dave, um, I music collectives were like a huge thing back then when we was in college. So you had like Young Money and
Yo,
MMG and what else? Taylor Gang was going on. Like it was just a lot of
bring it back.
yeah, it was a lot of like good music was uh like a super big thing back then.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of different music collectives, and I knew I wanted the support of everybody around me, and I knew like that's who I wanted to do it with. I knew I wanted to like come up in this music thing with like my friends and like my
Right.
just the people that was close to me. So I had to figure something out. And then it was a very divine situation. I know I
Right.
wanted to include a Chicago area code. 773 is like really the Chicago area code, but like
Yeah.
it's low as well.
Hmm.
So we was like doing like 312 is like the center of the city. And
Right.
like that same night we decided on section 312. The way it looked with merchandise, like it looked super nice. It just was perfect. And then we were going upstairs in my dorm room to
Right.
uh to talk to this photographer because we were trying to set up a photo shoot.
Okay.
And his room number was 312.
Oh,
Like, yeah. So I
it's
was
like
like,
meant to be
oh,
at that point.
man, we was locked in. We was locked in from there.
Okay. Okay. How does I guess one join 312? How,
Um,
like, did everyone just kind of gravitate toward it when it like first started off?
yes. Yeah. It was a big thing, man. It's crazy to like sit back and think about. We had like a whole college campus wearing like our
Mhm.
merchandise and stuff, but it was really just homies, bro. It wasn't nothing crazy. Like it was a lot of people in there that didn't really have anything to do with music. They was the homies and
Right.
coming up. And then as we continue to like grow, become more serious about our brand, turn it more into a business, you just attract like minded people. Like
Yeah.
Special came along and like it was just all love from that point.
Got you. Got you. So I know you're also a founder of Young and Gifted, right?
Yes. Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir.
how about you tell the people a little bit about that right there?
Yeah, so Young and Gifted is a non for profit organization that I founded with actually my barber. I'm actually really close with my barber. I've had the same barber for like over 15 years at this point.
Damn.
So yeah, we super cool and he our like just visions aligned. Like I was
Mhm.
super into finding a way to like give back to my community because my barbershop is in the community that I grew up and giving back to the youth of that community. And he was too, just like in a different light. He was trying to find ways to like uh, get people into trades like
Right.
barber schools and stuff like that. So we both had the same purpose, just like different visions for it. So
Right.
we combined those and created that, and we've done successful food drives and back to school drives, giving school supplies, giving out free haircuts. That's one of my favorite things to do. Is anytime we have a
Mhm.
Y&G event, I just like that's the most like fulfilling
Right.
thing that I could be doing.
That's good, man. I really do respect you giving back to community because that's a very, very important thing. Definitely very
Yeah.
important. Um, so what inspired you to start rapping? Where did that come from?
Honestly, I don't got like the the like basic rap story. I was really just bored. I was bored in my dorm room because I had
Mhm.
played basketball my whole life. I
Right.
had played basketball my entire life. And I had just decided to not play in college. I don't know. I always knew that like it was something more to me than just
Right.
basketball. So I had felt like pretty fulfilled in that part of my life and I was like ready to move on to something new. Didn't know what that was. But
Right.
so I was just sitting, started writing like little freestyles and stuff, and then I wrote
Mhm.
this like super cold freestyle to what's the song? To Only. It was
Okay.
like Nicki, Drake, Wayne, Chris
Yeah.
Brown, all them was on that song.
Yep.
So I wrote a freestyle to that and let my roommate hear it. And he was
Mhm.
like over gassing me. He was like super excited. So then I started doing it for other people. They was gassing it up. And then I was like, I don't know, like it was a good feeling. I like the feeling of people like being excited about something that I had created. So I was like asking people like if they felt I could do it. Cause I did not have the self confidence early on. Like I very much needed other people's validation and like
Right.
them telling me that I could do it,
Mhm.
and that's what pushed me forward. And from that point, I just like writing it has always like been easy to me.
Right.
So I just started writing dozens of songs, and it became a thing.
So when did it hit the point where you're like, yo, I'm gonna make this a career?
Um, I think from that point on, I was
Oh,
pretty
really?
serious. I think I was pretty serious about it.
Okay.
But when I saw that it was possible,
Mhm.
um, it was probably when I made this song Wonderland. Wonderland was like that was a very very huge time in my life. It was on the radio. The
Right.
music video got like 100,000 views or something like that. Like
Mhm.
Wonderland, I didn't know how to handle Wonderland. Like
Right.
Wonderland was like
Handle that
it, it was
success.
it was a big moment, but it opened up a lot of opportunities for me that I ended up fumbling, but it was all a learning experience. Like
Definitely.
um, I had publicists approaching me. I had a chance to go to the Grammys off that. Like I was like traveling to Atlanta doing shows. Like I was doing a lot that, in
Mhm.
hindsight, was like a really big deal.
How did it feel when you first heard Wonderland on the radio?
Crazy, crazy. I still got the video on my phone. Crazy,
Really?
yeah, crazy. And I used to get texts like, "Yo, you on the radio? You on the radio?" It was blowing my mind. It was blowing my. It was wild.
Okay. And you said you played basketball. Do you still ball to this day?
Yeah, my knees hurt a lot more when I do now, but I try to get in like a few times a month, like not as frequently, but
Some
I
pickup
definitely
games.
still have a love for it. Yeah, I coach on the side still, like just cause I like being around basketball. So yeah.
I get that. I get that. So who you going for in this finals? You going for the Celtics or GSW?
So Steph Curry, my favorite player, like ever. Um, I was a little pissed about how game one went,
Oh
but
yeah.
I feel like we needed that to wake us up a little bit. So I'm going with the Warriors, but I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
A little nervous.
I'm a little nervous.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I'm indifferent when it comes to basketball.
Hmm.
I used to love watching it, and then kind of where players start like moving so much, I stopped really
Yeah,
watching it. To me, there was no loyalty to a team like how like it used to be.
yeah.
So I kind of lost my passion. I still love playing it, but I love playing it. Doesn't mean I'm the best at it. I got a mid range, you know what I'm saying? My
Okay.
dribble, my dribbling's nice, but you put me on that perimeter,
Yeah,
nope.
okay.
Mid range and in, that's where I'm at right there.
That's where it's supposed to be, though. That's what's up.
Um, do you ever experience writer's block?
Yes.
What do you
Yes.
do to overcome that?
Um, I take a break. I think I
Okay.
just take a break. I used to try to like force feed it and like, all right, I'm gonna keep writing until something hit. I just
Mhm.
throwing stuff at the wall till it stick.
Right.
But it just resulted in a lot of ass. So just like a lot of subpar work being pushed
Right.
out, and it was very counterproductive. It wasn't doing anything for for the situation at all. So I just take a break, and I've had countless writer's block situations. Like,
Right.
so I know for a fact there's gonna come a time where I'm gonna be inspired by something, and like that's the thing. It's either like I have writer's block or I'm writing like 3, 4 songs a day. So like I know once it comes back around, I'm probably
Mhm.
currently in writer's block, honestly. But once it comes back around, I get super inspired. And I usually always experience my writer's block
Right.
like right around the time it's time for a project to come out. And I don't think that's coincidental. And then as soon as that project's done, I'm like, I'm right back to it. As soon as it's out, I'm like ready to get back to the next one.
Right. Well, I would rather have it kind of at the butt end when everything's finalized and
Exactly.
start off. So at least you know at that point you're like, all right, this project's done. It's finished.
Exactly.
I got nothing left in the tank.
Yep. Yep.
uh, as an artist, how do you define success?
That's a great question. Um, definitely used to be on numbers and things like that, streaming
Right.
stats and video views and everything. That was a huge like yes validation piece for me. But now, um, for one, I say shows. I like love performing, and me being able to see how like my music resonates with people live, like
Mm.
in person, like it's no other feeling than that. Um, and then I would just say how I feel about it. Like I'm really at the point where like I put out a lot of music, so like I'm at the point where it's like I have to feel good about it.
Right.
I have to be confident in it. I have to want to listen to it every day because I listen to music all the time. So like I know when I want to listen to myself, like that's all I want to listen to. I hear somebody else and I'm like,
Right.
damn, this just making me want to listen to myself more. That's when I like feel like most confident in something when I want to listen to the work that I put out because I'm just a fan of music. So I need to be standing out about my stuff how I am if Drake or Cole or Kendrick drop or something like that.
Definitely. And I feel like you need to be a fan of yourself, like one of probably the biggest fan of yourself and not really need validation from other outside sources. So
100%.
I feel that a lot. You were saying like you like doing shows, and I know you throw your own shows now. Black is the New Black, and that's coming up.
Yep.
How did that come about, and where did the name come from? I support.
Um,
I'm just
thank
asking.
you. So I actually had the idea for Black is the New Black way before the first show actually came about. I had the idea, I don't know how many years ago that was, but it just like some with the venue fell through and like it didn't come to fruition. But like I always had the name in my back pocket. But initially it was the hardest thing, I say specifically in Chicago,
Mm,
is getting booked and getting into that like Chicago music scene
right,
because it's very political. Like
right.
you got to know people. You
Yep.
you got to build relationships, network, know people. And I'm a very antisocial person,
Oh,
so it was hard for me to like break through that barrier.
right,
So in like Hefe fashion, I like was like, all right, nobody's booking us.
right.
Um, So I'm going to book us. I'm going to make my own show. I'm going to
Right.
book other people. That's going to be a way for me to network with them. Like all the artists that I'm fans of, I want to work with. I'm going to invite
Mhm.
them to perform at the show. We know we can bring a crowd out. Like we know we have supporters and everything. So like that
Right.
was never a problem. It's just the opportunity. So I'm going to create the opportunity for us. I'm going to get a mid-sized venue that I know we could pack out, and I'm going to bring my favorite artists along because I'm like I study music, so I'm up on like all the artists in the city and everything. So
Right.
um, I'm gonna invite them out, create that opportunity with them, and
Mhm.
the first one was like crazy successful, and we're going on year 3 now. And the first one did exactly what I expected it to do. I built like good relationships.
Right.
One of the artists on there ended up being on my project that came out later that year.
Right.
So it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. I built bonds with the artists that were from last year, and I'm looking to do the same this year.
Oh, okay. All right. And do
Yeah.
you drop that? Like, is the show on Juneteenth every year?
So no, the first year it was in March. I wanted it in February during Black History Month, but it
Right.
ended up being March 1st. So
Oh,
it was like right on the tail end of that. Last year was the first thing everything was opening up with COVID and stuff. So
yeah.
I just had to take what I could get as far as dates go. So that ended up being in August. And then this is kind of a similar situation. Everything is like officially open up now with like no restrictions and stuff.
Right.
So it was super hard to secure a venue. I thought I was being proactive, talking to people in March and February, and they're
Right.
like, "No, we're booked up for the summer." So, I
Damn.
so yeah, so it's gonna be in August again this year, and but I am intentional about the dates. I definitely want that like tail end of summer.
Okay.
I always try to avoid like major festivals going on, Lollapalooza, Summer Smash, and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm super intentional about the date for sure.
Got you. And you said you were a fan of pretty much music in general. How do
Hmm.
you think your music has evolved throughout the years?
Um, I I don't like recreating moments. I don't
Mhm.
like sequels. I don't like as for, like musically. I don't like
Right.
music sequels and trying to go for the same song. I don't like the same structure. I
Hmm.
know the way I approach my shows, I don't want to have the same closer. Like, I don't want to have the same opener. So I make sure, like, when I'm creating music, I always have that in mind. Like, I need something that's strong enough to open, strong enough to close.
Right.
Um, so just that in itself, like, keeps me on my toes, like, allows me to continue to challenge myself.
Okay.
I just want to get better, like, each time. Like, I want to, like, you can clearly see the growth. Like, my project I dropped last year, like those were my favorite compliments. Like you can see the growth, you can see the difference between this and the last one. So as long as like people can say that and like it's clear that there is evolution there,
Right.
then that's good enough for me.
Oh, I feel that definitely when I was listening to some of your older stuff and
Hmm.
the project you dropped last year, definitely can see how you've evolved and your progression through your lyrics alone
Yeah.
and the different taste of beats that you do. You can definitely see the difference.
Yeah.
Um, so do got a question for you. What are your top three artists and they cannot be legends? So no Drakes, no Kanye.
Okay. Um
Oh, and they
I'm going to
can't be a part of Section 312 either.
ah, damn. Well, them legends. So I would have had to leave them out anyway.
Hey, big
Um so Saba for sure.
okay.
And I think he's a legend personally. I think Care for Me one of the best albums to ever come out. But Saba's on there for sure. I don't know if you up on him. I just discovered him probably like 2 years ago.
Hmm.
I'm a huge Chris Patrick fan.
Oh, I know who he just dropped us like a
A
freestyle.
little
Honesty,
freestyle. Yep.
yeah, and that's like straight poetry right there.
It's
It's
crazy.
beautiful.
No,
Yeah,
he is one of the most like talented, like he is like witnessing somebody in real time that you know is next up,
yeah.
like that's what he is. So I would say Saba, Chris Patrick, and then the third, um, I'm going to. That's hard, man. That's hard. I'm I'm not trying to be basic. I'm trying to do like people that's not that mainstream. Cause like I want to say so like G Herbo is like my mainstream person. Cause like
Right.
I'm a big G Herbo fan. But like aside from him, um, I'm a big Giveon fan actually.
Say again, you're a big who?
I'm a big Giveon fan. I don't know if you wanted rappers, but I'm a big
No, no,
Giveon
no.
fan.
It's artists in general. Artists in general. Yeah, yeah. I'm a fan of him
Yeah,
too. He can sing. He can sing.
yeah,
And like he has a different style than other singers. He's
yeah.
very
I just appreciate his like his approach to music. Like it's very like his songs are full. Like it's a lot of background vocals and the writing is strong and like his post production is crazy. Like I appreciate his approach a lot. Like he cares about details.
got you. Okay. All right. So you ready for these rapid questions?
Let's do it.
All right, man. What is one thing that annoys you?
Dang this. I thought these was gonna be like either or. Okay. All right, I'm ready. One thing that annoys me is liars.
Lies? Oh, big facts. What movie do you love?
Dark Knight,
Favorite thing to do?
rap.
Favorite alcoholic drink?
Tequila. I
Oh,
lied. Pina colada. I don't know
oh,
why I just
okay.
said tequila.
Tequila. Oh, I'm like, oh,
I don't
you
even like tequila like that, but that's just what I drink if I have to. But pina colada, I like frozen drinks.
Oh, okay. Favorite actor?
Damn. Um, damn, that's Will Smith. I know they're supposed to be rapid, but
No,
I'm gonna go
no,
with
you're
Will
good.
Smith.
Will Smith, my favorite one too. I got it. Uh,
Yeah.
if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Teleport.
Favorite subject in school?
History.
First job?
Car wash. Car wash. I'm pretty
North
sure car wash was my
Car
first job.
wash? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, bro. Yeah, I'm pretty sure car wash was my first job.
What is the first thing you would buy if you won the lottery?
Probably a house.
Best type of weather?
Summer Chicago. Summer Chicago.
One place you would love to visit?
Greece.
What is your favorite store?
Probably Zara. I shop at Zara a lot.
Boxers or briefs? Pause.
Boxers. The hell.
What the hell? What you mean? What is one ridiculous thing that you fear?
I just don't rock with rodents at all. Raccoons, possums, rats. I'm not. I don't rock with them.
All right. What's your favorite holiday?
My birthday.
Hey, I like the answer. I like the answer. What is your favorite food?
The macaroni and sweet potatoes combination.
Oh, good,
That's my
good
go-to.
answer. Good
That's
answer.
my go-to.
What motivates you the most?
My family.
What is on your bucket list? Name one thing.
Um, a Grammy.
Grammy. Like I like how big you think.
Yeah,
You gotta have those type of goals. I like it. You're gonna speak
yeah.
that into existence right there. Manifest that.
Facts. 100%.
All right, yeah, that's the end of the rapid questions. I appreciate
Those
you
is
for
cool.
participating.
Those is cool.
All right. So yeah, man, let's dive deep in your songs, man. Need to know what was the inspiration behind this thing right here.
So Need to Know was fresh out of a writer's block. Fresh out of a writer's block. And it was I was basically reflecting on becoming more closed off.
Hmm.
I would say I was getting to a point where so I had released this project Silver. I released
Okay.
a project called Silver, and it's probably my most vulnerable project outside of the one that I'm about to release. And I was just saying a lot of stuff that I probably shouldn't have been saying. Like just a lot of I was giving out a lot of private stories that affected other people and things like that.
Right.
And people connected to it, rightfully so. But I was just I don't know, I was trying to be more private in my approach to music. Like that was a lot emotionally. So that was like keeping everything on a need to know basis type thing. And then just I was just talking my shit a little bit. I was letting people know, yeah, letting people know what's up. And basically that I'm not like, I don't feel like a rookie anymore. I don't feel like I'm yearning for acceptance. Like I have a core group of supporters that
Right.
like keeps growing and things like that. So I don't feel like I have to prove myself anymore.
Gotcha.
So now it's just the part like now I can literally just release what I want to release. I
Hmm.
can make the type of music that I want to make because I'm not trying to like fit the mold or what
Right.
anybody's telling me to make.
Okay. All right. So let's give the song a listen to real quick, and then we can dive deep in these bars that you said, because you was definitely in there talking your shit in there.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Man, like
Yeah.
you say a lot in this song, right? Like a lot.
Yeah.
And definitely for the people listening, music description will be at the bottom. And let me just say, like, it's a good listen to. Definitely has your mind thinking, and then he's in there talking to shit. So there's definitely some bars in there.
I appreciate you.
But one of the bars was right here. This like you started off with this, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
So how about you
Yeah.
rap it for the people one time for the one time?
All right, so we say now let's keep everything on a need to know basis. I've been featured on playlists, holding my heart, been vacant. My name a mod, so I'm used to being featured on A list before I ever made A list. So, um, yeah, that's just letting people know. So right off rip, this what you need to know about me. I have been featured on playlists. This I guess figurative hole in my heart has been vacant. So I'm trying to find different ways to fill that, and
Right.
music is like my main way. And Ahmad, that's my government name. So I'm saying I've been featured on A list because my name starts with an A.
Yep, got
Before
that.
I ever made A list. So any of these lists that people put out that most people be leaving a section out of, and we go talk about that another time. But yeah, man, we've been putting in work, and it's finally starting to come to light.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Like I'm saying, in there you was talking your shit a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do got a question. So, where does Jefe312 come from? If your name's Ahmad,
So, um, Hefe was actually given to me by my partner who I was mentioning earlier, who I had started Section 312 with.
David.
That was a rap name that he just gave to me.
Okay,
It means boss leader.
right,
Um, so that was like that's just what my friends saw me as, not bosses of them or like leaders of them, but just in general, like that's how I approach things that I'm passionate about from like a
okay,
boss standpoint. So creating my own show, doing the nonprofit thing, the collective, all that. So
got you.
um,
Entrepreneurship kind of thing.
exactly. And initially it was just Hefe, and then I did a full rebrand.
Hmm.
And also saw that it's a lot of people with the name Hefe out here. So
Yeah,
I added the 312 to make myself more, I guess, brandable and just easier to find. Also, when you searching up stuff.
definitely. All right, I was just curious.
Yeah.
And this next bar right here.
And
Um,
anyone trying to bring me down already below me.
yeah,
That's yeah, that's probably one of my favorite lines on there. And that's just what it is. Like, in order
yeah.
for someone to bring you down, they have to be below you literally. And
Mhm.
that's usually what happens. Like people who are trying to hold you back are people who are trying to get to where you are or trying to pull you back to where they are, and they just overall they don't want you to progress.
Definitely.
And for whatever reason, because it makes them feel better about themselves, if it's jealousy or envy, if they just want to feel more comfortable and complacent about the stagnant state that they're in,
Right.
yeah, it's just they're trying to stop the progression, but we keeping it moving.
You said, hey, you can't stop this train. We stay moving.
Yeah, we going.
But yeah, man, when I heard this and I like I'm somewhat guilty of this, not so much bringing people down because I like to uplift everyone that's
Hmm.
around me, but like just forgetting that like people who trying to bring me down, the haters, the doubters, et cetera, whatnot, and so forth. I got to think of like, yo, they below me. They probably just envy and jealous of what I'm doing because they're not doing it, or they don't have the, lack of a better words, balls enough to do it.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
so that's pretty much what it kind of reminded me of. All right, and this
Yeah.
next one right here.
Treat the rap game like Squid Game. More I kill, more than I'm paid. Can move on red light. I dodge every shot set my way.
Mm,
Um.
talking your
So
shit.
yeah. But that's been my approach. So obviously in Squid Game, you have to be the last one standing. Had to off some people. From the show Squid Game. Uh, and yeah, the more I don't. So I'm like indifferent about this line because it's not from a like comparison standpoint, or it's not that like I'm worried about other people. It's just that like I refuse not to be the best like in the room at what I'm doing. So like
Right.
whoever I'm in the room with, like I'm trying to take your head off. Like it's nothing personal. Like but I'm trying to go for the number one spot. I'm not comfortable being number two.
Right.
And just having that mentality is just gonna continue to push you forward. And me
Definitely.
saying I can move on red light. Next line is I dodge every shot in my way. Um, Another play from the Square Game thing. They did the red light, green light, and
Yeah.
people who was moving was getting was getting put
Get
down.
lit up.
But I'm saying like I feel like I'm somebody who's like able to take risks, test the waters, and like come out unscathed because I pride myself on my versatility. So I pride myself on being able to do things that other people can't and getting away with it basically.
Yeah, I feel that. And like you gotta have that mentality as an artist, like
Yeah,
you're the best in the room. You have to have that.
you
Because
have to.
if not, then why are
Yeah.
you doing it? You know what I mean? Like
I
if you're not.
forgot who said it. It was like Russ or Lil Nas X or so. It was somebody. I was
Mhm.
watching the interview and they were just like, you have to be delusional. Like you got to be a little delusional in this.
I think this was Russ.
Yeah, yeah,
I
it's
want to
probably
say it was
Russ.
Russ.
Yeah, you got to be delusional, and I firmly believe that. Like, I 100% believe that.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And this next bar, was it? Hold on, I'm gonna let you say it real quick. Go ahead.
Wasted some of my best bars for contests I didn't win.
Was it some competitions that you were in and like
Yeah,
you thought you were
yeah,
spitting bars and like
yeah.
didn't get
A
yeah.
few. I always just because I like writing, so any opportunity I get
All
to
right.
just write, I will. But specifically, there was two. One was a Fab challenge. Fab did like a cold summer challenge,
Hmm.
cold summer freestyle challenge, and that's actually on my Instagram, which went viral. So like I'm glad I did it. It
Right,
did
right.
like
You told me.
60,000 views or something on Instagram. Like it was
Yeah, that's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah. But like it didn't like get picked up by his page or whatever, and like I was spitting on there, and then I did a Chris Patrick challenge. Speaking of Chris Patrick, he did a gang
Mhm.
activity challenge,
Okay.
and yeah, I thought I killed that, and that he reshared it and reposted and commented and everything, but like that also didn't win the contest. So that's all that was. But the next line is that shit slight. It ain't shit I can't do again because
Right.
I don't mind wasting them. I like know that like I can write. I know that's my strong suit. So I don't it doesn't feel like a waste for me because I feel like I can top it.
Right. Pin game strong. Pin game strong. Gotta
You
let them
feel me?
know. All right, and this one right here.
Send me songs. I'd be like, yeah, it's decent, bro. I always see it coming. Every time I see them go, they don't last. Because when you're thirsty, you can't feed the soul. The moment you release your fears is when you reach your goals. That's all you
That's all
need to
you need
know.
to know. Mm.
Yeah. So I do. Uh, I mean, keep sending me songs. I'm not telling y'all not to send me songs,
Yeah, I
but
got it.
people do. But people do be sending me songs to like hop on, or even just like for like. There's people that value my like musical opinion,
Right.
and I definitely have, and I feel like every rapper at some point has like, yeah, it's good. Like you're not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. You're not trying to step on toes. But like I said, like I am a student of the game. I study it, and I can just tell who's going to last and who isn't. and not even really based off talent, but just based off their approach. Really, like you could tell who's serious about it, and everybody's gonna make mistakes. Nobody's perfect or anything, but you can just tell who's really trying and who's just like doing it just to do it. And those are usually the people that are thirsty for whatever it is they want out of it, the fame, the money, the recognition, uh, the people who are trying to skip steps
Mm-hmm.
when you're
Yeah.
trying to skip steps. And then the moment you release your fears is you just gotta really can't be worried about failure.
Yeah.
That's really what I'm speaking to. That fear of failure holds a lot of people back from just taking that leap and trying things.
Mm-hmm.
And like I embrace those things. Like you said, you gotta dream big, you gotta manifest. Like
Yep.
if those are things that you're going for, like yeah, you're gonna fail, but like if you learn from it, keep going, you're gonna like move yourself like just 1% each day. Like that's
Yeah.
my approach. Just 1% closer each day, and eventually you'll look back and see how far you came.
Most definitely. And like fear is like really just an illusion. That's what people say. And like you just got to
Hundred
punch
percent.
fear right in the face. You know what I mean?
Because it's you. Like you can like at the end of
Exactly.
the day, you are controlling your fear. like nothing can like really scare you without you being scared of it. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like
Exactly.
so, yeah.
Yeah, man. I feel that wholeheartedly. But this next bar, I was like, oh, see, he in here talking this shit again.
Yeah. I study my woman's body when we getting it. My girl foreign, so I study abroad. Um, my girl is foreign. Uh,
It's all okay.
yeah, she's Jamaican and Belizean. So yeah, that was just a little play on words. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It wasn't nothing there, but it's truth. It's all facts.
it's true. It's all facts. No, bro. I just had to bring this up because this. I was like, oh, okay, all right. Like when you hear a bar and you got to do
Yeah.
this thing face, like, okay, all right, I see you. Is
Nah,
there
facts.
any other bars in here that you would like to discuss?
On need to know. Let me look real quick.
Because, like I say, it's a lot in there. I can't catch every one of them.
Yeah, nah, facts. So, you've hit some really good ones though. Um, Probably the beginning of that little B switch part. All I know is that I truly know nothing, but it's
Mm,
been plenty of times I turned that nothing to something, and it's been plenty more times I made mistakes because I'm rushing. So I'm gonna take my time with this, stay in line with this. So, um, with that, I did have to realize that like there's no formula to this stuff. Um,
definitely.
it's all trial and error at the end of the day. Like nobody has the master plan.
Mhm.
No pun intended. We're gonna talk about that later. Um,
Definitely,
but nobody
definitely.
like, and that's really the whole point of my next project. So like that's why um, that line is so important for me because that is the entire like thesis of what I'm getting into. And but it's been plenty of times I turn that nothing to something. Is
Right.
like you figure it out. You learn your lessons from that. Like
Definitely.
you if you can acknowledge that you really know you don't know anything and we all just winging it trying to figure it out,
Big
but
fact.
like you learn along the way and you just adjust accordingly. There's been plenty more times I made mistakes because I'm rushing, so I'm gonna take my time with this. Um, we've all wanted that like instant gratification. That like, bam, we can just be on them all. This next song is the one that's gonna do it.
Right.
But like I've found, I don't know, I take a lot of pride in the journey now. I found like a deeper appreciation for the
Right.
journey because like these are the moments that you're not gonna get back. And I study a lot, all the interviews, all the rappers who are at the level that I'm trying to get to,
Right.
I'll say that. Like they appreciate these moments and they like wish they hadn't taken them for granted because you don't get these moments back. So I'm just trying to live more in a moment, take my time, and not feel like I'm on anybody else's timeline.
Oh yeah, I feel that. Trust me, I get it. It's been a lot of trial and error just on this channel. I'm like
Yeah,
2.5, 3 months in, and I'm still learning video editing, StreamYard, a whole lot
you're
of different.
doing great, bro.
Thank you.
You're doing great.
It feels good to sometimes get that gratification, but
Yeah,
yeah, man. But this next song though, like out of these two, this is probably my favorite one. I'm not gonna lie. I don't
Yeah.
know what was the inspiration behind this one right here.
So I gotta get back in that time because I wrote IDK a minute ago,
Right.
honestly. But um, I know for one, I know it was a sleeper in my eyes. Like it almost didn't make the project.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it ended up probably it's either one or two most streamed songs on that project. And I definitely did not expect that at all. So I'm very thankful that it has resonated with people.
Right.
Um, but this was basically just speaking back to that like vulnerability, like me speaking on a lot of things that I was feeling at the time, and um noticing the shift in myself throughout this music journey, noticing that change and really feeling like I didn't have the support I wanted for real.
Okay.
Yeah, feeling like I didn't have the support I wanted from who I wanted it from. I'll say that.
I got
Um, so just acknowledging that and speaking on those emotions throughout this process, it was like a moment of doubt, really. It
you.
was a moment of
We
doubt.
all have.
It was a lot going on, man. It was like that. Damn, I'm sick of being in this job. Like the music stuff not moving fast enough. Like
Mhm.
uh, feeling like it could move faster if I had that support that I was looking for. So
Right.
feeling like damn, like um, y'all not doing y'all part in helping me get there, and just like yeah, just being real, honest, and raw with those feelings.
Definitely. Yeah, I can definitely feel your feelings in the song. You kind of put
Yeah,
your soul into it. And I'm
yeah,
happy, it didn't miss the project because like I said, out of the songs you sent me and the songs that I
hmm
do, this was probably my number one favorite. This one and uh there's another one that wasn't on the list you sent me that I really, really,
okay,
but
yeah,
that's a whole conversation for a different time. But
yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta let me know what that song is. I want to see which one you was rocking with.
all right, it will hit me by the end of this interview.
All right,
Yeah, let's dive into this song.
let's do it.
Stress got my head grand before I'm 30. Got everything they need, show 'em anything except mercy. Apologize if I bleed, my brothers think that I'm Logan. I could never die, always lit 'em became my slogan. Doden been with me since in the city hoops. Don't make me finish you. Jesus, take the wheel, I've been tending to. Steering the ship in the wrong direction. Working this 9 to 5, turning hours into some seconds. Time passing me by. Now they asking me why. Why it's taking so long? Tell 'em it's a marathon and I'm in this for the long run. Got another in the clip in case this is the wrong one. Don't judge me till I'm gone or the song done. You didn't hold me down, you just held me back. I saw it with my eyes, they ain't tell me that. Now I'm out here on the road with nowhere to go. Yeah, I'm out here all alone, they don't care to know who I am or who I'll be. Who I was, that ain't me, that ain't me no more. Hey, who I am, don't know, don't know. Picture me gone without me knowing.
That song right there, and like in this song, I feel like you say more on this song than need to know.
I
You know what I'm
do. I say a
saying?
lot more. I agree with that.
Yeah. And then you start off, you like literally start off with this line, and I'm like, I'm the more you grow your hair out, bro, the more
Yeah,
gray hair you see.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw it in my face the other day. I
Oh
had a
yeah, I got it.
little
I got it in my beard too, bro. And I'm like,
man.
and I'm not
Tough.
30, so I feel it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's exactly what that was. Stress got my head going before I'm 30. I was in a very like tough time financially for sure at this time.
Right,
Um and just mentally, just I was struggling in the 9 to 5 situation, struggling musically. Like music wasn't moving how we expected it to move. Like it wasn't like a significant jump, um, which I'm okay with now. Like like we spoke on earlier, but
right,
like you always want like all right, you drop some stuff like it need to be like this huge boost up to make you feel like you accomplished something. So yeah, it was a lot going on. I'm pretty sure around that time my house had caught on fire. Like, yeah,
Damn.
it was. Yeah, that was a time. That was a time for sure.
Damn, I can only matter of fact, I can't imagine something like
Yeah,
that happening.
yeah, it was
But
crazy.
you got through it. That's all that matters, right?
Yes, sir.
Definitely. But I just felt that line because like I'm not even 30 and like you said, my knees be popping.
Man, they don't
Like,
tell you about them hips, bro. Them
oh, the
hips.
hips be giving out, bro.
They don't tell you about them hips. Oh,
I feel
man.
that. This next bar, I'm just curious what was the meaning behind this right here?
Jesus take the wheel. I've been tending to steering the ship in the wrong direction, working this 9 to 5, turning hours into some seconds, time passing me by. So, yeah, just asking like God to take over,
Mhm.
and trusting in Him, because this song was actually that whole last project.
Right.
We're actually, I don't know if I've said this on an interview, maybe, but those were like Lucy's and throwaways
Hmm.
for this project that I'm working on now.
Okay.
And I was just like, all right, these aren't throwaways though. Like these are good ass songs.
Right.
They just like they not, I don't know, like sonically or whatever. I was just past them. So I was like, all right, let me
Mhm.
put these together because I think they're strong enough to like stand on their own and be its own thing. So say all that to say, like I just felt like people were looking at me as a leader. People were looking at me as like the boss to like put the team on my shoulders and like take us to where we were trying to go.
Right.
And I felt like I wasn't doing my part. I felt like I wasn't doing it. I felt like I was letting people down. So like I was just releasing that responsibility and like, look, God guide me to wherever you need me to go. Because whatever I'm thinking right now, I'm moving in the wrong direction. And then as far as like working this 9 to 5, turn it out into some seconds, it's exactly that. Like you're working 40 hours a week. That's like 40 hours a week of my time that could be dedicated to music
Right.
and like reaching our goals. Like that's just time I'm not getting back. So like all this time is passing me by trying to like make money to fund this music stuff.
Right.
And it's like counterproductive because now I don't have the time to put into this music stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What is
Yeah.
is it bringing back some time, some
Ye-
reminiscing?
Yes. Yes, definitely. This one of them ones, man.
All right. And these bars right here, what is this? This is the chorus,
You,
right?
yep.
Yeah, I
You
know there's a
didn't
lot
hold
of
me
meaning to it.
down. So this is when I knew that this song like did better than it did because people were singing this at last year's show like word for word, and I did not expect that at all. But you didn't hold me down. You just held me back. I saw it with my eyes. They ain't tell me that. Now I'm out here on the road with nowhere to go. Now I'm out here all alone. They don't care to know. Um, so yeah, I felt like I said, I felt like I was lacking the support from the people that I needed it from, and that the people that were supposed to be holding me down and like pushing me forward, I felt like were actually just like roadblocks.
Yeah.
Um, and it was like disappointing because I'm like I wanted them to like push me forward or at least move with me at the very least. And I felt like I was like trying to drag them, but like it was like dead weight and like I wasn't able to like move at the pace that I know I could have. And and I had to reflect. I had to see that with my own eyes. Like I couldn't have like people were trying like uh other people who I look up to and stuff were
Hmm.
telling me that like you can't bring everybody with you. But like I had to see it for my own eyes. Um,
True.
and now I'm out on the road or nowhere to go. Like now I am in a place where it's just like I don't know where I'm going. I have released like whatever plan I had in place, the direction I was going. Um, and I feel like I don't have any guidance or direction. And I feel like people like just didn't care to like it was a lot of I was starting to have a lot of conversations with my loved ones that
Right.
like people weren't checking up on me or asking like what was going on with me. Like people started calling me to like be a crutch and talk about their problems and like stuff that was going on with them, or even their not even necessarily problem stuff that they was excited about. And it was just like, all right, I'm in this stuck place trying to fix people pour from an empty glass and stuff, but like people wouldn't even know that because they're not asking.
Yeah.
So that's all that was.
Okay. And then this one right here.
Yeah. Shit, as long as I'm moving, I mean, the plan is in motion. Lately, I've been obsessed. People giving me praise, their eyes glued to their phone. That's why they stuck in their ways.
I felt this.
So,
I felt this
yeah,
one a lot.
once again, like, just releasing that plan that I had in my mind, and knowing that, like, as long as I'm progressing a little bit, even if it's at a slow pace, like, all growth is good growth. Like, it doesn't
Right.
have to go from 5 to 20%. Like that 5 to 7% matters just as much because like it means that you're moving forward. And I did like get obsessed with that validation when I
Yeah.
was doing those freestyles and stuff. I was getting a lot of validation, a lot of comments, like shares and stuff, and
Mhm.
that I don't know, that just felt good to me. But then I had to also realize like everything is so performative. Like people
Yeah.
are just looking for entertainment. It's all on their phone. They're all like just locked in on social media and stuff. And there's no like real connections being formed. So that's what I'm saying. That's why they're stuck in their ways. Like that's why stuff isn't sticking with them, for lack of a better term, because it's all digital. Like there's no like real person to person connection
Yeah.
there, and
I feel that.
that's really why stuff not moving.
I got that. And like what I took pretty much from that line with people glued on their phone, they stuck in their ways, is a lot of people spend like hours, countless hours on their phone, ridiculous,
For
watching
real.
TikTok videos, scrolling on Facebook, Instagram. And I feel like all that time spent on their phone doing that can be used on something more productive, like
Man,
self-development, self-growth, something like that. But people
exactly
spend
right.
so many hours, and like I I try to stay away from social media as much as possible, unless like I'm working doing something for the channel.
Yep.
Other than that, like I stay away. I just got a TikTok, and like I've only been on it maybe one full time, and like
Yeah.
I got stuck. Man, I got stuck on the toilet for 30 minutes watching TikTok
I
videos.
won't get it. I will not get a TikTok,
That
man.
was that was me, but I was like, for the channel, I have to get it. And like I got
Exactly.
stuck one time, and I was like, I'm never doing this again.
Yeah. That's where everybody been telling me to get one. Like, man, people blowing up on TikTok for music and stuff. They doing these open verse challenges and stuff. And I'm just like, man, because I'm a Twitter person. So like I'll be on Twitter crazy. And I'm
No,
like, look, I already got one social media. I like Twitter, like for me, just
right.
personally. Instagram is where I have the most success musically. So
Mhm.
like I gotta be on there. And I'm like, man, y'all trying to add another one to this? Like, man, I can't. I
What is
can't.
it? TikTok's number 3 biggest social media right now. So,
It's
and it's
crazy.
coming, for I think Instagram's number 1, so it's coming for that number 1 spot right now.
It definitely is.
And that's
And
just
I'm gonna
because,
have to give in at some point. I know I am.
yeah,
But
eventually, man, you're going to
yeah,
just don't spend them countless hours on it, man. That's the whole thing.
yeah,
Like I have it, and I'm rarely ever on it unless I'm posting something lyrical mind related,
yep,
and I do that and put the phone down real quick.
yep.
But this next line, this one kind of hit home for me right here, and that's just because when you get lost in your thoughts, you know what I'm saying. A lot of times you need someone to pull you out of that.
Yep.
Yeah, but go ahead, rap it for the people one time.
Yeah. If I'm drowning in my thoughts, who jumping in there to save me? If I'm caught in the loft and voices all in my head, who breaking in there and saying the shit I said in my prayers? So yeah, I definitely do. I do that. Like I
I got
get, I do drown. I drown in my thoughts, and I like start overthinking, second guessing everything. Um,
right.
and there's sirens going
It's
on.
Chicago, we know.
Yeah, right. So yeah, I overthink a lot. I overthink a lot. I overanalyze everything. So sometimes it's a good thing, but like other times I do need someone to pull me out of that and bring me back to reality and bring me back to the moment. 'Cause I
Yeah.
start thinking ahead too much. I start thinking in
Honestly.
hindsight too much. Like so, yeah, I definitely need to be grounded.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
And like the imagery of just the lines of like you drowning your thoughts, someone just in there pulling to save you, like
Hmm.
voice in your head, and like I can't remember the last line, the shit I said in my prayers and what is it, on my knees.
Yeah, I said, who breaking the stand the shit I said on my prayers while kneeling next to my bed.
Yeah, or kneeling next to my bed, and it's just like someone
Hmm.
just the imagery is just someone just pulling you out of your like dark thoughts and everything.
Hmm.
That's pretty much what really stood out to me, because trying to have the audience picture that in their head is, to me as an artist, it's very tough to do that sometimes, and like
Hmm.
you did it to a T in those bars right there. So I just want to
Thank
say
you, man.
good shit.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Is there any other bars in here that you want to talk about?
This one probably.
Like,
um. So one, I'm tired of being the only man that believes in my plan.
mm,
Can count on her. I hit the beach with my hands full of sand. So that's speaking to just people's belief. Like
mhm,
when it was like shiny new thing in college, like speaking towards Section 312,
right,
everybody was on board. Everybody wanted to be a part of it and everything. But when things start balancing out,
right,
you had that like first impulse move, and then things start balancing out and plateauing a little bit. That's when you really see who like, and that's why like heartbreak has been here through every single situation possible. So like,
yeah.
um, so like somebody like her, like I don't have to worry about. But I,
Ooh, that Chicago living.
oh wow, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. But yeah, so basically just saying that like the men in my life weren't holding me down as much as the woman. And then saying can count on her. I hit the beach with my hand full of sand. They say don't bring sand to the beach.
Right.
That's just like a tribute to my lady, um, who like has been with me throughout this time, and I will gladly bring sand to every beach that I'm at. Like
Right.
have her there with me, because when I do have those dark times and I feel like I'm alone, like she's always there to pick me up. So so yeah, her and Heartbreak, like throughout specifically through this music thing, they've been the ones that have like kept me grounded, been there through all the ups and downs and stuff. Um so yeah,
Oh man,
so
that's
that
what's up.
line meant a lot.
You said give a shout out to your girl one time, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, bro. Like you find that partner to really hold you down and get you through some pretty much bullshit, man. You keep them dear, because a
facts,
lot of people don't find that in their lifetime, and when they do, they might fuck it up. So,
facts,
uh,
facts.
any other bars in there that you want to speak of?
Yeah. Um
Like I said, you say a lot in this one. I can't catch every one of them, big
yeah, I know.
fella.
You did a really good job though.
Thank you.
um I would say this I think the last lines of the first verse. I say tell them it's a marathon and I'm in this for the long, well, after the time passed me by. Now they ask me why it's taking so long. Tell them it's a marathon and I'm in this for the long run. Got another in the clip in case this is the wrong one. Don't judge me till I'm gone or the song done. Um
I love that
so
outro into the chorus. I just want to say
thank you. Thank you.
that.
But yeah, people do start getting antsy and impatient and
Right,
just like, damn man, you supposed to be on by now. Are we not on? Like
right, right.
what's going on? Like I feel that responsibility because I know, like I've said in countless other songs, like I feel like they count on me to be the ones to like to shake shit up and get stuff moving. Um but tell them it's a marathon and I'm in this for the long run.
Right.
I'm just not interested in that quick fix no more. Like, and that's why it's so important to have people like Special and Heartbreak around me, because those
Right.
are people who have like Heartbreak grinded with me. Special, I've known him for years, but like it was such a seamless like addition to the collective because he's done the same. He's been grinding for years, and like us coming together and just like all doing it together. Like we have an appreciation for that. We got an appreciation for the journey and the grind, and then got another in the clip in case this is the wrong one. Just speaking back to the writing, like look,
Right.
if this song ain't it, if this album ain't it, I got another one. I got another one ready. So like I'm gonna keep them coming until one of these get us over the hump. So don't judge me till I'm gone or the song done. Don't count me out until everything's all said and done. And
Definitely.
that's gonna be for a minute. I got stuff coming.
So yeah, we stay in tune for that. We stay in tune for that.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, but we'll get to that in a second. But first, man, we want to hear them Hot 16, bro. What you got?
Yeah, yeah. So what I think I'm gonna do, I was about to write something, but I told you I'm in a little writer's block. So I think I'm gonna give you a verse off the new project coming up.
Ooh, a
I
little
think that's
sneak
what I'm
peek.
gonna
All
do.
right, all
I
right, all
think
right.
that's what I'm gonna do. All right. So this is from a song called Mood Swings. One of my favorite verses, first of all. And one of my favorite songs on the project.
All right.
So I say my mood's been swinging out of control. Throwing dirt on my name, can't dig you out of your hole. Pouring
Mm.
drinks on your pain, can't lift you out of your soul. What I'm worth to the game ain't nothing compared to home. Look at how much I've grown. I'm more deadly when silent. Niggas be talking loud and never resorts to violence. Isn't too much to gain when you find a weakness and kindness. All this weight on my shoulders, I'm still cheating on diets. Looking behind my eyelids, I've seen day ones turn to no ones quick. Seen new bonds form when the old ones split.
Mm.
Seen new fans come from these quotes I spit. No cap, the shit I wrote, I'm with. Nas me the Moscato. Don't take too much for me to go through a bottle. You hear my raps, know I'm straight from Chicago. Now emotions I bottled up and suppressed are all being expressed. Express shit me through traffic right down the road to success. I'm blessed beyond that. Don't try to confine that. Kill a beat, then return to the scene where the crime at. Was dropping
Ooh.
dimes on the court, now my bed where the dime at. Lost my faith in all my friends. I doubt I'ma find that. Toxic nigga agendas that get fulfilled in the winter. One headshot to the dome will turn any brown headed ginger. My projects a brain twister. Take caution before you enter. Plays serve as rewards for services that I render.
Oh, that was nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, bro. Hey, I need you to cool off for a second, bro. God damn.
That's how we coming, man.
He said, "Hey, we coming with them bars, bro. That was nasty." He said, go back to the crime scene." I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh."
Yeah. That's how we coming. So yeah.
So that's on your new project, man. How about you tell the
Mhm.
people a little bit about your project that's about to come up and drop?
So we are currently in the process of finishing up this project called Master Plan.
Mm-hmm.
It has it's been in the works for multiple years. It it's a concept album centered around what all all this is we've been talking about, basically
Yeah.
letting go and let God type situation. How you can have this plan in place and like you just gotta move, go with the flow. Like
Yeah.
if it changes you in another direction, like move that direction. That's fine. Like it's okay for things not to go your way and for hiccups to come along the way because most of the time it's like preparing you for something better. So it's a lot of that. It's a lot of um, accepting the loss of certain relationships and friendships. It's a lot of grief in there from
Okay.
losing people unexpectedly. It's a lot of acknowledgement of what we thought it was going to be and then not
Mhm.
turning out to be that. A lot of appreciation and for the people who are here and who have contributed to the journey. It's just heavy, man. It's heavy. I'm
Man,
super excited about it. I'm super
excited to
super
hear it.
excited.
Excited to
Super
hear it,
excited.
man. Truly.
Thank you, man.
Other than Black is the New Black, do you have any other shows that are about to happen? Events?
So once we finish up the project, then we'll start planning out the rest of the year and shows and appearances and stuff like that. So right now we're just like fully locked in on finishing the project, finishing Heartbreak's project,
Right.
the special got going on. Like he got so much going on. So tending to that and then making this show better than the last two. And
that.
yeah, once we get over this show, during showtime, show prep, there's not a lot of room for other stuff to be going on. So once we're done with that, then we'll get locked in on the rest of the year and the beginning of next year and stuff.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, man. We gonna stay tuned for pretty much all of that. The project, the
Yeah.
Black is the New Black, any other shows that are about to pretty much happen, events. How about you give shout outs to some of the people and shout out your social media?
Yeah. So one shout out to my lady. Two
Don't you
shout
forget
out.
about her. She gonna beat your ass.
Yeah. I mean, you already know. Look, that's first and foremost. Two, definitely shout out to Section 312, Heartbreak and Special, and there's other people that are a part of that, but just mainly those two who keep me going. But shout out to all the Section 312. Um, Shout out to my parents and siblings and cousins and there's a lot. So this is also the point of this project. Like as much as I'm like, damn, I don't got the support and love from this person, this person,
Right.
this person. I have a lot. I have like I'm overwhelmed with support and love. So just like focusing more on that has definitely been a goal of mine. But you can follow me everywhere at Jefe312 at JEFE312 on Twitter, on Instagram, YouTube. I'm gonna have a TikTok for y'all coming up.
I'm assuming.
Right, got the TikTok yet, but yeah, if you want to keep up to date with me and what I got going on, those are great places to go. If you want to check out some old freestyles, head over to Instagram and stuff. But yeah, man, this was. If you need to contact me for anything, Jefe312music at gmail.com.
Boom. Put that.
Jefe312music. Did I cut out?
No, you're good.
Okay. Jefe312music.com. You can have everything there, my merch, upcoming shows, all that. So you can head over to the website to get all that type of stuff. Like this, this is Hef merch, got the other side,
Representing.
got the silver on here, the section key on the back. All my merch is usually created by Heartbreak Homie, so shout out to her again. She does everything. She recorded the Need to Know video. So yeah, man, that's that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I love the love you give to your the peers around you, man. That's really what's up.
I tell them all the time, look, I just rap. I'll rap and I can I got the ideas and stuff, but Heartbreak brings that to life every time. Special offers so much. I'm just good at writing, making songs, and I'm the plan person. I get everything together. I'll make the moves, emails, stuff, get us the venues for our shows. But the creatively bringing stuff to life. Like she does all the cover arts and the merchandise, the videos, editing, photography, photo shoot. Like it's just so much that people don't know, like the graphic design.
Right.
And in addition to everything she's doing for herself musically. So
definitely.
Yeah, she a beast.
Oh, that's what you telling me. She got a lot on her plate and she handling it right.
She a beast. She is a beast.
Do you got any other final thoughts before we end the show?
One, just let me give you your flowers, man. I appreciate the opportunity to be on this platform. I've obviously been following you. You've been messing with the family.
Right.
So I appreciate you getting us all in here.
I wanted to get the trifecta.
Yes, you did that. And just like the attention to detail, I'ma always appreciate. I'ma always appreciate the attention to detail and just the passion for what you do, like the clear passion and taking your time to like do your research and everything. Like it means a lot. I respect it. I admire it. Because it's not common. It should be, but like it's
Right.
not. Like a lot of people skip steps and stuff. So I appreciate you caring about your craft. It's apparent, it's evident. Yeah, man.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate all that love, man, and support. I
Of
really,
course.
really do.
Yes, sir.
But we're gonna go get up out of here. So like, comment, subscribe to Lyrical Minds. Until
All
next
that.
time, deuces.